be sure you have understand everything. The book is Demagogy and Propaganda in Art, according to Antonio Ortega. There is an artist, he's a pretty good artist, Jeff Wall, and he said that when any artist makes another thing different to art, the worse he did, the best it is. So, if the book is not good, you have to think that it's a good piece of art, according to the idea of Jeff Wall. Of course, it happens. I'm from Spain, from Barcelona, and under the point of view of somebody related with art in Barcelona, we are a newcomer in art. In Franco's times, the Ministry of Culture, the name was Ministry of Culture and Propaganda. It was a pretty clear statement what's art for. And things are not changing a lot. The first slide I projected is this painting about Rivera. I choose it because on that time, not only in Spain, in Italy as well, and in other places, the beggars, people who are begging in the street, they have to take paper from the state, otherwise you can't. So I can't talk about this stuff because I'm in the good position. I've got the opportunity to talk about this because of course if we are talking about commercial ethic life, it's better if you are a Londoner. And if you are talking about artists with subsidy, it's better if you are Dutch. But if you are talking about institutional art, from the point of view of Spain, it's pretty clear because it's more exaggerated. So you can look at this in a clear way, and hopefully it helps understand another situations. Of course, it's writing under the idea of those I know better, which is the Catalan space, but I make somehow any links to the international stuff. The second picture I'm projecting, this is Goya, and is only to say that hopefully you are not here because that. This was a fashion in the Goya's times. It was make pictures about poor people who behave badly. So the bourgeois, they were like proud of themselves because they have not this kind of behavior. It's not easy to see, but all the fight is because card work. But now I will have to read because it's going to be tough for me otherwise. Now we forgot about the book, but I like to stress the idea that the art has the possibility to reveal some stuff, and we project ideas over the art. So somehow it's a kind of example who tries to prove that thinking in politics is possible under the point of view of art. It's a silly history, but I think it has the capacity of gloss this idea. It started from a Google search. Now now is irrelevant the reason of writing labor lines on that time, but you can imagine why I write labor lines. And the point is that appears this picture with the text "Office for Labor Lawyers." It was fun because it was surprised me because it was this photo in high definition, and at that time I was amused, and so I keep the picture inside my computer. What I will do today with this photo is something that maybe you think is a paranoid projection exercise of the symbolism of the iconography. Yeah. No, it's the iconography in general has a symbolism, but maybe my explanation is a little bit paranoid. It's easy to get away with this feeling, but it's also possible that some of you consider a realistic scenario of somehow an image analysis. Okay, the first thing that surprised me is that this picture it was made by a real estate agent, and he took the photo. He put office of labor lawyers. So I think when he did that, he was targeting the public for this office. It's a normal office, could be used for another matters, but he said it's especially for labor lawyers. So I started looking at the picture to see which other decisions he had taken when he took the photo. I must indicate that the agent had seeded his entire message on this image. It was the only and that accompanied a rental advertisement, and also, as I said, was in a very high resolution. So the explanation of this is, for me, it was shock that somebody who wants to rent an office used a single picture. So I thought something is hiding. He has to be very sure about this photo. What he see in this picture to project in the picture the capacity of attract the customer. The first thing I want to show is that maybe all the thing I'm explaining right now is not the correct interpretation, because we can see that the real estate agent, the man of the immobiliary, he put his book, his papers here. He thought it was in a good place, but it's not. We can see it. So maybe he was not as smart as I think, and all this explanation it's for nothing. But let's check the other stuff. The first thing that I saw in order of proof that he had made this picture as a kind of a scenario is that we can see that the floor is not in perfect conditions at that point. So he has all the office to take the picture, and he decided to make this point of view. So the floor indicates that something is hidden in this decision, because this is not the correct place. Also, we can check that he had moved the chair and the table. Then I talked with a person who is he is a professional of taking pictures for design magazines, and he said that always it has to be moved the table because it doesn't work the frontality. So to make it beauty, it has to be like this. And so I thought maybe he's looking for a best effect. Now we have a part, a mistake, but now it's a couple of good decisions. The third thing that it was suspected to me is if you are renting an office, the first thing you are taking pictures is about the plugs, because everybody needs. And there is no plugs in that part of the office. So I was sure he put all this stuff here for some reason. And he chose this point for some reason that is not, it has nothing about a correct way of selling or renting something. Then, of course, this is a digital picture, and in digital pictures there is not a square format. We can be sure about this. So he cut it. Okay, the square is nicer. Maybe he was looking for a good impact, but I think it's not this the reason. Because if we cut like this, we are cutting a Picasso, and nobody cuts a Picasso on purpose. This is impossible, no way. I'm sure he realized the Picasso was cut on his computer after taking the picture. So, the only possibility is it's cut from this point. And why? Why is cut from here? Is because in doing so, he is putting the stress on the painting behind the office. So he was projecting the capacity of compromise, of left thinking, of labor lawyer to this picture. I talked to an expert in printing, and he said that this is a weird printing. Okay, yes. Because it's original and an edition at the same time. It's a monotype. It's an edition of one. So it has this kind of exclusivity, and at the same time it's a cheap part of the commercial product. And also this kind of painting, somehow it was linked on this idea of the 70s compromise. But I'm finished, almost. It arrives me a paradox. Okay, the state agent takes the picture, he stressed labor lawyer. To targeting this, he chose the frame who result the idea, the painting behind, but the painting is there. Okay, I can understand that the former labor lawyer don't take the chairs because they are cheap and they are not nice. But why he didn't get the painting for himself? It was a contradiction. But I have to explain you that, When I was really young, I was working in a trade union in my hometown, and a lot of labor lawyers passed through during the 3 years that I was working there. And most of them, they are young lawyers. Then they came with his, I don't know the name of this.
Check.
Yeah, but yeah, this is this kind of material, and I think it has the same idea of the painting. So these lawyers, they change. If they were good enough, in a couple, in 3 months or so, if they were contracted for the owners of the factories, so they don't represent anymore to the workers, and they don't use never more this kind of jackets. So I think for the labor lawyer, this painting was also the representation of this leftist compromise, and he simply think he didn't need anymore. So thank you, and you are welcome to pick one book, of course.